The screen is blank. Hold on. There we go. It should no longer be blank in us. Yeah. Um, this one. It's okay though. Welcome to the stream. It's gonna be a super chill stream. Like really chill. Like story writing and stuff. I didn't know what to play today. I was either Hytale or Minecraft Homestead, but I wasn't feeling it. So um I will decided to just oh, hold on. Oh, you can see uh you can see this. Hold on. I want you to see that. Technically it's just you guys. Why can't I move you? Hold on. It's stuck in the corner. Hold on. Okay. You're being annoying. Uh, you could probably see all my subscribers. Oh my gosh, I should probably come off this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was either um play Minecraft or Hytale today, and I just didn't feel like doing any gaming. So I decided the best day. Hello, Poppin. The best thing I do want to do is continue the story I'm writing. And I feel like there's probably people who have done writing streams before. Not very popular, but they exist. So um I just kind of wanted to chill. Yeah, chill today. So in this stream I'll just be writing, story planning, discussing my story. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just stick about, I guess. E. That way, I'll try and talk as much as possible while story planning. I don't know how other people do writing streams. I'm mainly a gamer. I'm a gamer. Look at this. I mean, you can't look at this. I don't have a camera. But look at me. Also, when low, I can see that. Hold on. Oh, that also, yeah, makes sense. My notifications are still on. It's still buzzing. Hold on. Let me just put my phone on silent. Okay. Because it's right next. You heard that. You heard that announcement. You heard that ding. Yeah, that was my phone. My bad. I need to remember to stop doing that. But yes, anyway. Because I got like another thing I gotta get to, but it's at 1 a.m. for me, which is in like 3 hours. I don't know if I'll still be streaming then. I might just stream that. So it's better to have like a relaxed moment before it starts rather than being already tensed up before the gaming sesh. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a good way to like relieve tense. Alright. So, uh I'm not sure who watches my peaceful mode streams, like the building streams I do. Oh, so it's kind of hard to explain, but this story that I'm writing, or this series of stories I'm writing, is the main inspiration for my builds that I want to do. um you may hear me discuss writing about kingdoms and stuff. Yeah, these are what the kingdoms is for. The the name of the series, so not individual books, but the name of the series itself is called Kingdom of Ruler's End. Um, and each book is gonna be named after a kingdom, and there's 6 kingdoms, so there's gonna be 6 books. The first book I'm kind of focusing on is The Kingdom of Sobek. So the way I plan my stories is I need obviously a place to plan foretelling. So I've gone through like a bunch of writing places to go to. And foretelling, I would recommend foretelling, which is this one. It's really nice in terms of like categorizing stuff and asking questions and stuff like that. You can create your own. Hold on, what is it? So the writing portion, the logbook. I have done no writing of the sort. Like planned progresses, I have done nothing of. Um, Timeline. I have I have two timelines. So that's before the story, which is narrate, like before everything, which is the before the story, and then Naira's kind of existence. There's the characters. I have a couple on here, but there's gonna be way more groups of people. So there's a man, yada yada yada. Locations, a lot of locations, like sub location stuff, and I'll show you my mapping skills as well. As you can already see, there's already a couple of maps here. Species, I already got all my sets of species. It's a lot. It's a lot of species. Items, books of the gods. Yeah, you kind of get where it's going. Languages, I haven't thought of in any case, but yeah. And then files, downloads. Now that goes on to then my next thing with the characters is the naming. So I use behind the name because they have a name generator, and it gives you the meaning and the origins of name, which is what I really like. And fantasy name generator, which if I click on here, is this sleek lovely thing, and it just gives you random fantasy names. For example, if I wanted to get an imp name, here's a bunch of imp names: Zar, Bagalok, Degmas, Trip. Great names, I would say. The last thing I used was kingdom names, so there's a lot of kingdom names here as well. Save mode, edit mode. What's edit mode? I don't know. I don't use this up for anything else except to think of a name. The next thing I use, because I have no drawing talent, is pick. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. Pick. Yeah, this lovely thing. This This lets me design characters without having to draw, and it's AI free. Um, it gives me kind of an idea of what I want to, I want my character to look like. And obviously, there's options to commission and then options not to commission, which is awesome. Obviously, well, not commission, but like what's uh adv- advertisable. It's very hard to think, but yeah, what's advertisable and what's not advertisable. For some, for example, this dear woman, she wouldn't be advertisable if the creator didn't want her to be. Or this woman, very pretty looking by the way, she could be advertisable, so she could be put on like a book cover, yada yada. But I would rather have the idea of what my characters would look like, and then once I have enough money to like actually commission people, because as much as I love artists, they're so expensive for me. But do support your artists, don't use AI. But anyway, yeah, these these I use to like kind of gauge what my characters should look like. Which, if I show you foretelling, like I've already used, as you can see, this is one of my main characters called Naira. Um, uh, then I obviously other designs, but kind of like a similar look. She has two ears. Don't worry about it. Hi, Celeste. I'm reading the chat through my phone just because if I use it here, you can you can see the chat. I don't know if I can hide it in the like. Let me show you. Yeah, you can see the entirety of the chat, so you guys would be just like right here. I for some reason I can't move it, and it's okay. All right, yeah. So unless you guys want that, hold on. Can I move? For some reason I can't move this. Oh, holy shit! That scared the. Okay, yeah. So I would rather not have you guys be seen. Not that I'm ashamed of you or whatever, but you need to be hidden away. Oh, that was a weird laugh. Hold on. How do I close this? I'm not even not sure. But yeah. And then obviously so you got like different designs you could use in terms of how do I oh there we go. Of like the pig crew. For example, this is completely human, but the lady is not human. But it's like the yay yay claw kind of character design. What my laughing scared you? I see how it is. I see how disrespectful you are. You trying to kill me. um, but in any case, uh, obviously, yeah, that's what I used for like character designing, character designing. Not that, the other one. The other laughter? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, this is like. Oh, by the way, I use Opera for my things. Cause look at this. Look at this background. It's. By the way, I am holding my computer like my hand is on the screen. I keep forgetting that I should probably shouldn't do that, cause that could probably damage the screen. Do not do me. Do not put your hands on your monitor. Anyway, as I was saying before I got distracted. Oh, I should probably, but you probably won't see that. Uh, I mean, you probably want my bank, but you know my email. Damn. When you're trying to move your chat. Okay. Now, the thing I use to do map making is incarnate. As you can see, accidentally open the saving thing. You know, displayed my email. Let's move past that. But let me say, I use Incarnate to like do map making, and this is one of my maps. This is the Kingdom of Navus. Very beautiful. There's 14,546 objects in this thing, which, to be fair, is quite a lot. Uh, I'm not done with it because I still have to add birds, sea creatures, like animals, ships, stuff like that. And yeah, this is what I use. Pardon me, Jesus, that was a big burp. I know it's quite a lot. Basically, the tool I used, it was like when you add stamps, a lot of it is just trees. As you can see, this is kind of like a jungle kingdom. So a lot of it is just trees and climbing and stuff like that. There should be kingdom. Where temple is, yeah, that's the temple. Uh, mm, 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 mm. But yeah, the, I'm not done with this one. So this is what I use to map making. What else is there? I mean, there's music, but I don't have royalty free music to like listen in the background. Um, So names, map making, character making. There's not a lot else in terms of storytelling. If I was to write anything though, I would use ellipsis. Now, by the way, I am not sponsored. I am just talking what I use in terms of story creation. By the way, please do not judge me in what I have my ellipsis. This is me bearing my soul to you guys. So don't judge, okay? Login. Login. Oh, um, don't judge. Uh, so ellipsis is basically a writing. It's it's a different alternative to Google Documents, which I like because they don't do any sorts of AI generative scraping, which I really like. Like it's so good because if you may not know, for the writers and the creators of my chat, is that they have decided to use AI scraping in the Google Docs, which a lot of writers aren't happy about. And I keep getting AI ads, like the Okai AI, which is like a fan fiction writing AI, which is so annoying. Goddamn. But yeah, I write a lot, as you can see. Like this, I actually don't know. How do I check the count? The count. This is 6,261 words. So this is a lot of words because I like to write a lot. Obviously, you don't have this to be like this color. I quite like. Ow, my eyes. Sorry, this is gonna be a lot. Flash warning. Probably should have said that before. Flash warning for people. It's gonna be a lot of flashing. Lillian. Ooh, that's pretty. Maple. Ow, fuck my eyes. Don't fuck my eyes. Or nature. I quite like nature. Nature is quite nice. But maple. It's very orange and very. What was nature? Nature. Nature hurts my eyes less. Pumpkin spice. Wicked fog. Okay. I do apologize for the people I'm flashing. This is unintentional. I'll stick with nature now because I do quite like the eyes. Pin messages it popping. And probably best. I'm done now, but in future cases where I may use this, I do want you to put a flash warning. Thank you. But yeah, these are kind of like the main things I use. So if you look at the thing, it's a lot of like a writing program, which is really nice, and you could use it on your phone. Made for all these lovely writers, creativity in its form. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just really like ellipsis. It doesn't have an ad, and it's free. Like it's really free. It's like free, which I'm happy for. So yeah, kind of what I'm planning to do today is do my story outline. So I hold on, let me get my bag. I I have oh Jesus, my phone nearly fell. Hold on. If you hear my voice in the distance, it's because I'm looking in my bag. Hold on. Oh my god. Sorry, I thought something with um I was kind of doing my outline in work today, just because I had little to no attention span to look at customers. But I was doing an outline into work. I was starting, and I realized that my outlining is really long because I have like a lot of stuff that I wanted to outline. I also need to figure out how many chapters I'm gonna do because this is just book one, and I kind of have like idea of where my story is gonna go. Hold on. Yeah, I have an idea of where my story is gonna go. Synopsis. Hold on. Did I do my synopsis? Yes. So here's the synopsis of the first book. There is something big coming, something dangerous, world ending. It needs to be stopped. She needs to do it soon, or there will be nothing left to save. Princess Nara is the youngest heir to the kingdom of Sabet. Due to her being the youngest, she finds herself spending each day trying to find a place to fit in her family. One day, she overhears about a steadily approaching threat to the kingdom and its magic. I will change that because it needs a bit of editing. Deciding this was the best way to prove herself, she goes off to try and stop the threat herself, unaware that there may be, also need to change that there may be a threat bigger than she would have expected, and sometimes things aren't as black and white as she assumes. Obviously, the synopsis isn't perfect because I just went back to that and I realized there was a lot of mistakes in it. But I will change that. Right now, I'm just looking at the outline. So the outline, chapter one. Chapter one. Let me check the. I don't know if anybody else could hear this, but the typing on Opera is very. I am Naira, the brave. Naira, the brave. Okay. Ooh, I'm Naira, the brave. I. What is introduction to Naira Zama? I. Now, I obviously also have Google. Forgot the last thing. You can what? Sorry, I did miss. I do say things a lot, and I get delayed. So what can you do? I just saw your message saying I can. um. What was I doing? Yeah. Oh yes. I also use Google as well to like research. Um. Research some topics. You probably hear the rumors in which people. Hold on, I forgot what I was saying. You always hear the rumors in which people will say that the FBI watching like the screen, and they'll be like, "I wonder why this person is searching how to kill a man and hide his body," and then they look through their spy camera and they see, oh, it's just a writer writing a murder mystery. Yeah, this is what being a writer is about. Asking Google very questionable things. I think earlier today I typed in Google, um, if royal men can trust himself. I, a bit weird, but we get there. We get there. Hold on. Full telly. I am Naira the Brave. Introduction to Naira. Hold on. Introduction. You live in the UK. Yes, I do. Who that you know that. Mm, all right. Can you have more than one perspective in a book? I should probably know that. Yes, you can. Multitude. But the main perspective would be Naira. So, um, I don't know what it means by C. No. Start. I don't know. Should it start with Naira waking up or start with her in midday doing her weapons training? Mm, mm, I feel like I'm sure people write a lot about the royal people. Yeah, but not really asking them about whether they dress themselves or not. The royal men, I specifically asked if do royal men dress themselves. Also, that was just an example of the strange things people come on. I mean, it don't even matter if I write about if I'm in the UK. I'm just saying it's a very strange thing to ask. Is it? Do you wake up and think, I wonder if the royal men dress themselves? I think not. I think not. If you do, I find you strange. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I keep getting distracted. Hold on. Yeah, I feel. Start with Naira. Actually, asked mid training, mid weapons training. Yeah. I don't know how I describe a scene plot overview. Set in Naira Naira is doing. How do I start that though? Because if this is first perspective, I mean, yeah, I wanna. I'm pretty sure they wash themselves, no? Wait, no, you're right. They don't do that. I don't know. I was thinking, do they have their own personal stuff? I know, because I was looking at Bridgerton a lot of the time. And even then, they're not royal family. They're just rich. Like, they're really rich. And they have, like, these things that, well, the girls do have, like, ladies in waiting. So I know the girls have their own, like, personal servants. I was wondering if the boys have their personal servants, which I was like, this probably is, but I wanted to know what the word is because I'm pretty sure that the male personal servants isn't called men in waiting because that is just stupid. A lord in waiting, because yeah, that sounds stupid. Uh, FYI, it's called a valet. The male personal servants are called a valet, which is very interesting. Naira is made weapons training also need to add Hanwha. Yeah, she is close to winning, but it gets defeated when it's falling in weapons training. Yeah, when she gets too overconfident. That sounds right. That's a scene. Scene set. Her her older brother, Sadie. Sadie laughs at her failures. Which she then rebukes. I don't know. Then she takes revenge. I don't know. How do you say? How do you say? Not take revenge. Like kind of like, huh? I don't know. Which she then. Oh, like I'm puts up the middle finger. Middle finger. Yeah, I'm put a bucket around it. Somebody, a wise person said, just put the buckets on something that should probably not be in there. Mm. And retribution. Ret, ret, ret. How do you spell retribution? Retribution. Hold on. Retribution. Yes. Okay, I found it. Retribution. Uh, please. I know. Wait, how do you spell it? Okay. Retribution. Okay. Now, there is Sadie. I'm gonna go to Pickle in a minute and just do. How do I say the A B C D E F G H I J K? There we go. And Hanwha. Now Hanwha, this is Zabet. Nepsis. I should probably finish. Actually, should probably finish my characters list because I have more I wanted to add on. Oh, they got a couple here. Loyalty, Zabet, main character, side character. There we go. Oh, oh. Okay. There we go. And save that. Now Hanwha. Hanwha is Hanwha is a personal god. Yeah, as you can see, I already have so much characters. I have. Actually, I don't know. I can't be bothered to count. I also have to add parents and family of the main characters. So there's 6 main characters. There's Naira Amara, Askel, Naira's love interest, by the way. Kaik, that is my friend in boy form. Isaac, Marin, Marin, Marin. Anyone else? I think that's the six of them. Yeah. And I'm gonna add some more characters. Honestly, I probably should have finished the character list before I started the outline. But I've already started on so much that I kinda like going in between two things. So me doing outline whilst I'm also doing the character is very helpful to me. I'm doing a lot. Hold on. I who haven't I've done Naira Ascoka, and I feel like I've done the family, the royal family. Oh shoot. So Ruya, Latif, no Latuf, Latuf, Latuf. It sounds French, but it's not French. Hold on, Latuf. I changed it from Latif to Latuf. It was a necessary thing to do. Latuf, Ruya, Latuf, Namer, and Tazwet. That is the royal family so far. Okay. Now Mazelia. Let's see. Amara. Goddess. Okay. Now, as you may be aware, uh, Hibachi, Amara's father. As you may be aware, you saw like goddesses and gods and all them stuff. That is because it's a fantasy book, so there's gonna be like a lot of gods and goddesses and such and such. It's also very heavily influenced by D&D because I really like D&D. I like the creation of the worlds. So a lot of the characteristics and character class are gonna be very influenced by D&D, but not so influenced that it's just you can obviously see it. Everybody's like species is gonna be different. So for example, Naira is like a sphinx, which means that she's very intelligent. She can, you know what? Just send a man what links with a sphinx? The riddles, the intelligence, the strength, the like don't cross them, or they're very dangerous, don't trick them, or they're very dangerous. That kind of synopsis with a sphinx. So Naira is a sphinx, which you wouldn't see at all in D&D, I don't think. You wouldn't see it in D&D. So that's why she also kind of have them lionistic features. Um, um yeah. So that's why she has them lionistic features with the lion ear and nose. Um, but obviously, I don't wanna cat-like features. I don't wanna make it too obvious. Obviously, I want her to be humanoid so she can travel and such and such. Amara is a fae, fair. She is a fae, which is often mixed with a sylph. Now you may ask, what the fuck is a sylph? A sylph is mythology. A sylph is a winged spirit, elements of the air. So it's like a air fairy, a fairy of the air. Uh, this Stealth is another word for invisible. I have learned that just now. I don't know how accurate that is since it is from Wikipedia, but you know, I feel like people who like study likes Wikipedia. I don't know, but yeah, a stealth is like a wind spirit. So mix that with Fae, which is very powerful. I feel like that's a good choice. Um, yeah, Askel is a human, so he has no special powers. But you know what? We have to have our humans. We have to have them be there. Because humans are there. Taiki is a bird folk. They have wings. Uh, you can also tell that a lot of my characters is also inspired by Minecraft designs. For example, Filza uh, and Grian. Very, very character designy. You see them fan art and you're like, I know what you are. I know what you do. Yeah, yeah, that's me. I do apologize in advance. Isaac. Now Isaac, I had to learn this real quick. What is Isaac? Hold on. You can hear my turning of the pages. Don't worry about that. What is Isaac? Hold on. Isaac. Oh, where is it? Isaac is a Caligus. Caligus. Caligus, which is known as a snowbird. Caligus. I couldn't remember the name, but I remember what it was. It was a type of. Oh, it's ugly. It's a type of snowbird. Oh, it's a healing snow. Actually, I put Isaac down as a. What did I put Isaac down as? Oh my god, I can't even remember how my big brain cell is not working right now. I put down Isaac as a cleric, which is often a healer. You know what? Yes. Isaac is a Caligus who is a healing bird. So he is a birdie that can heal. As you can tell, he is also inspired by Minecraft fan art designs. Um, and Marin is a Selkie. Now, it's very hard on Piku to find like a very Selkie design because Selkie is basically a seal that can take off its fur and turn into a human, but they can't lose their fur, fur. They can't lose their fur because then they are trapped or they start dying or something like that. So Marin is a Selkie. Now, as you can already heard with Isaac, I said I put down Isaac as a cleric. Now, the class is very obviously there in terms of storytelling. I put Marin as a bard, so the Selkie as a bard because Selkies are often known as singers and such and such. So they're a bard. Cleric is Isaac as healer. Druid Amara because powerful wind spirit. Fighter as Naira because she's very strong, very intelligent, she's very fast. Ranger Kaik because he is quite. I feel like his bird type folks are very, you know. Oh, I dropped my book. Sorry, sorry for the air warning. No air warning. Yeah. When I think of birds, I think of long range weapons such as bow and arrows, and rangers use bow and arrows. And Rogue is Askel because he likes the shadows. That's his personality, Shadow Dude. Now, Naira and there's gonna be relationships between Naira and Askel, and and Marin and no, not Marin, Amara and Kite. Yes, relationships in the D&D group who can foresee. It's gonna be a lot of angst, so let me tell you that. Um, Marin. I do like this design, but I don't like it as well because it's very mermaidy when I want it very silky kind of vibe. But like I said, it's very hard to find like a silky design to use. So hot right now. Ooh, cute. So yeah, okay, here. It's very hard to find. What else is there? Kissing. Uh, Now, because it's very D&D based, like I said earlier, there's a lot of gods, and each of the gods is the way the kingdom is named. So there's let me do divinities, because everybody's a divinity. So there is Gahil. I'm gonna change that. That is her work in progress name, which is the goddess of death. Mazilia, goddess of the sky. Narus, goddess of the earth. Okaith, goddess of life. Ophicia, goddess of sea. Theed, the creator of all, and Zebet, godling of the sun. Um, uh, so obviously the kingdoms are named after gods, and then the little so the other um areas are just what the humans or the species name themselves. What else is there? So this is all the stuff I've already kind of thought of what I want my story to go. It was a lot of very mixed matching, trying to fix what made sense, what doesn't make sense, what I need to remove for it to kind of work, or what I need to add for it to kind of work. So beforehand, the names are very tricky. It's what vibes in your head. Okaith used to be Narus, and it was throwing me off. Not Narus, Varus. And it was throwing me off because I already had Narus and Varus, and it was like Narus, Varus, Narus. It was very clashing with each other. Like how Gahil is very clashing with me right now. It's very hard to say for me, and I don't want to write a story where I'm constantly trying to remember how to pronounce one of my kingdoms. So, like I said, Gahil is a work in progress kind of name. Uh, the background and how the fantasy world is creating is also kind of a work in progress. Um, and who I want to story. So there's a lot of groups that I haven't put on here yet. I've just kind of been writing about it, trying to feel out how things work. Um, the time setting of the story is the 11th, no, the 13th century. It's set in 12. Wait, no, 1203 is when they were born. The 22. So 1221, 22, 12, 21, 20, one of them. I will figure it out. But the 13th century, the medieval times, so it's not gonna be a lot of technological items in there. That's why one of the classes I had to strictly wipe out was artistic. It, words are so hard to say, and I'm writing. Oh my gosh, artificial. Who raise your hand? Who has trouble saying things? I feel like everyone has trouble saying things. Um, Malisa. Malisa. Yuanqi. Yeah. Now like I said, each book is focused on a different main character. So the first book is focused on with Naira. You will Amara's mother. This isn't a spoiler. You'll see. Actually, technically, it might be a spoiler. Um, yes, Amara's mother. Amara only has two members of her family for now. It sounds so nice, like the turning of a page. Until then, that's not as nice. Hold on. Did I turn up? No, I didn't. Oh wow, that was loud. Did I? That is really loud. I'm really close to the mic. That's why that feels louder than it needs to be. Hold on. All right. Some of my characters are adopted. Hold on. Um. Oh, I forgot to add some of this. Oh yeah, one thing that I completely had to whip out was making every single one of my main characters um royalty, like six royal children going on an adventure. I felt like I didn't know what I was thinking, and I felt very devastated by that. For shame, for absolute shame on myself and on my soul. Donat, Donato, Donato, uh, Kaiki, 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 Fada. Uh, that's Nose. So right now I'm just adding the characters. There's a lot more as well. Ira. Um, a lot of them aren't gonna have last names because honestly, it was so hard just trying to find a last name for people. His mother. Okay. Amelia. Yeah, it was so hard finding last names for people. So, just kind of like the main crew are gonna have like a last name. I will probably add it in later, just because they would need last name, just in case the characters decided to, or they could introduce them with the first name, and I don't have to deal with last name. Oh, but what if they introduce themselves with a full name? It's kind of like, oh, one thing I recommend for new writers is going to OC social networking, because you can play a show OC and it's literally so fun. So yes, I recommend heavily. My thing is itchy. Hold on. What else was there? Uh, okay, hold on. Benicio. Benicio. Ben. I am Ben. No last name. adoptive father. Kai. You know what? I'm just showing it to you guys. Kai's adoptive father. There we go. There we go. Oh, I forgot to save. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Rosa. Holy shit, scared the heck out of me. Adoptive nan. Yeah, I don't know if this nan. I don't know if that such thing is possible. How a grandma can adopt, but you know, anything's possible in my story. Adoptive nan. Okay, that's done. Now Marin's family. This is a lot of. This is what I've written down already. So if you see me just thinking of these names on the spot, now I've already thought of these. Marin doesn't have a dad. Well, she does, but no idea who it is, and I can't be bothered. Um, she does have a mom though, who is nowhere to be seen. Marin's mother. Alright, well, on to Officia. The hardest, I'm gonna let you know, the hardest, there's hard characters that I do. Not, keep keep your mind out the gutter. But there's characters that are so hard to name because let me give you a heads up. Each kingdom is based on a civilization there or based on a continent of the real world. So for example, Sabat is based on like ancient ancient Egypt. So a lot of deserty stuff, and a lot of the namings process that I do is ancient Egyptian's name. I use fantasy generator to have a look at it because obviously I don't know what people used to name their kids back in ancient Egypt. Like we don't live in ancient Egypt, but I use fantasy name generator, which for example, real names Africa, and in here Egyptian names ancient. There's Egyptian names modern, which I have no idea about, but Egyptian names ancient. And there's such thing as Hent Hemp Amanti or Pef Aniet or Patesi. So I use names like these to like kind of um create characters, major or minor. The major characters I just use behind the names because I want to know the meaning of the names. But for minor characters, I use these prompts, and then I kind of, if I feel like I change around the spelling, or if I'm just kind of watching it, I write all the ones I like down, and then I put it on. If I feel like I need to change the spelling, I will change the spelling. But most of the times, it's not necessary. So I just keep it there as a way to like have a name there. What is next? Did I do mom? Did I do the mom? I forgot. Who's ma? Who is the mom? Who is mother? I feel like I'll look back. Alma. Adoptive mother. There's a lot of adoption, but as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, so basically each kingdom is based on I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I did do Mom's Mother. Yeah, each kingdom is based on like a civilization or a continent, and one of the civilizations that I did, the kingdoms, is Okaith. And Okaith is a lot of Viking names. And Vikings don't really have a surname. They have a name that was given to them by their parents. And I don't know explain it. So for example, and then the first name of the father would be the surname attached to whether it's a son or a girl. So if it was a son, it would be the first name of the father, son. Or if it was a girl, first name of the father, daughter or daughter. So for example, one of the characters I have is, and they don't, and the ladies don't change their surname to the husbands once they get married. No, they keep their father's name. It's just no longer continued because then their kids will take on their husband's name as a surname, if that makes sense. So for example, one of the characters is called Isaac Flockison. Yeah, Isaac Flockison. And his father's name is Floki Bjornsson. But very Vikingish name. It's very hard to say. So Bjorn, and then Floki's father will be Bjornsson something something. But it's like that. And then so once Isaac has a kid or something and it's like a son, the son's surname would be Isaacson or Isaac Daughter. Isaac Daughter. Yeah, something like that. So that's why I say naming the characters is very hard to say because it's like, how do you continue getting the name for these? And then, like I said, the wife don't even take the last name. As soon as she gives birth to a child, they take their father's name. Patriarchy. That was the patriarchy. I am a woman and I am mad about it. uh, I'm a jokester. I am a right jokester. Hold on. All right. Yeah. So that was what was annoying me when I was creating the characters, and I just had to base one in a Viking area. I swear. I swear. I don't think. Well, I do think, but you know, I said father figure, eventual. I'm touching my phone, which is making my phone spaz. A father figure, eventual, event, event, eventual. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. Eventual adoption. Yeah, that's right. I am so great at spelling. Father figure, eventual adoption. Do, do, do. Sorry, the baby shark got in my head. You know that song, Baby Shark. I'm pretty sure all the parents do know that song, or all the siblings with younger siblings know that song, like baby sibling. It's so annoying in the head. Um, um, one more family member. I don't know how spelled Oda or Oda, but you know what? I'm gonna do Oda. Um, little sister. Little sister. Littler. Honestly, felt that as a person who has siblings who are taller than their own height is so annoying because I have to introduce them as this is my little big brother or my big little brother. You know, it's annoying. I know I'm short, but you gotta look past that. I'm also okay. I also look young too. I'm not tooting my own horn. I actually am. Actually am. to do my own. But I feel like as a person who constantly gets mistaken as a 16 to 17-year old, the worst was an 11-year-old. I feel like I got a baby face and I gotta say it. I can't help it. Adopted family. Not that the little sister's adopted. She gets adopted into a family that has like a little. It will go back. Hold on. I did. I just heard it. There we go. Why back though? Oh my gosh. Um. Okay, that is Malin's family. Hold on. Yeah. Like, sorry. I know I look young. I feel that. I feel that. Honestly, Celeste, it's the worst. Cause look at his face. I've been mistaken for my mom's sister. My mom's sister. My mom. No offense to my mom. She's double my age. She's. I love her a lot. I love you, mom, if you're watching this. But yeah. Okay. Here's the. How it's. Oh, listen. I'm pretty sure I spelled it. Father. Askell's father. Askell's. Father. Okay, saved. And this is okay. So this is the Viking one. Okay, this is the Viking. Eh, Alright. Since we're doing the baby face lipsticks, how young? I think I've already said how young people said I am. Alright. My OG age, I'm no longer this age. When I was called this was 21. And I went to get my hair done. It was my birthday. It was my 21st birthday. Illegal drinking. I can drink in all countries. And I went to a hairdresser to get my hair done because I'm a lady. And they said, who brought in this 11-year-old child into this salon? And I felt some type of way. How young were your age mistaken for? I feel like that's an important question. uh, I don't. Hold on. I'm popping up my phone next to the computer because I can't see the chat otherwise. I am also very hungry. I haven't eaten today. Uh, Cause I promise you, if it's worse than an 11-year-old being mistaken for an 11-year-old at the legal age of 21, I feel like I need to hear that. I need to hear that. I need to be reassured that I'm not the only one. I felt like that lady. It was a lady, by the way. Was a little blind, but she was also young. A young blind woman. She was very pretty. A young blind woman who thought I was an 11-year-old. I do have a voice that is very soft spoken and squeaky. So I understand if you thought I was a little younger than because of that. But an 11-year-old? Maybe it was the voice that caused it to. Because an 11? I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I am changing this name. This is a work in progress name. Alfred Doctor. This is just. I feel like every stream I start doing slowly becomes a complaining stream. You can, by the way, you can guys can tell me if I'm complaining too much. This went on a tangent of how young I looked. I could probably look like 50 to some of you people who are younger than me, because I've been mistaken as a 50-year-old too, but that's because they were children. And they told me I was a 50-year-old. I was very offended. I was like, how dare you, you little gremlins. Oh, I wasn't actually. I laughed. I was like, 50? 50 years old? You think I'm a grandma? And they were like, yeah, children, am I right? Um, a scale. Mother. Oof. By the way, people who are watching the stream, you are getting the ah, just a year older. How old were you when you were mistaken for a 12-year-old? I must know. I must know. Was it when you were in your 20s? Because if it was between when you were like 15, they thought you were a 12-year-old, I don't think that's bad. But if they were like when you were like 19 and they thought you were a 12-year-old, that's pretty bad. They make trust me. Okay. Oh, what's a different thing? What the age? Well, what the age thing between a child calling you old and an adult calling you a child? Because it feels, yeah, it does feel different. It feels more insulting when an adult does it. Mm, the you get that. Uh, well, as a person who sees you, I don't understand that. You look like a baby. I'm sorry, that was rude. No, but no jokes. I feel like adults who see a boy with a beard was like, yeah, they're grown, because they can't be about it to see, yeah, to see whether they feel like a man with a beard is a grown man. Yeah, middle aged, ladies are fine with it. When yeah, I feel like the younger people have a hard time of seeing what is a child and what isn't a child. Uh, Middle-aged people, they like, obviously you're legal age to buy the alcoholism of life. Um, and I guess you look your age to do so. I I feel like every time I get ID'd, every time I've gotten ID'd for like alcohol, um, it's always when I'm with my friends. Usually, I mean, the only time I do go alcohol is when I go out with my friends. And they would say, I've never gotten ID'd until I went to a restaurant with you. And I was like, yeah, it's my baby face. Well, yeah, features are hard to distinguish. I feel like because my face is like round in terms of chubbiness, that's why people think I'm like a child. What the Oh wait. Hold on. Oh wait. I don't have to do this. Hold on, Discord. I realize I'm just putting it in again. Okay. Because I could link. I don't know why I kept doing that. I could link things together. I already have Isaac. I don't know why I tried to put him in there again. Um, Loki Bjornsson. Bjarnason. I always remember that he's one. Well, yeah, like I said, I agree. I feel like most of the friends group is pretty babyface, except for Kaz. Kaz isn't babyface. She's very. She has her a mature look that we. I feel like that's because she wears makeup more than we do. So and her makeup makes her look mature. I don't know. Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. Just edit this. Edit the mother. Adoptive mouth? I don't know. Like I said, features are very distinguished. Like, I look a lot like my mom. My brother looks a lot like my dad, and my sister looks a lot like. Well, my brother looks like a lot like my granddad and my dad. Like he got like a lot of the male features, and my sister looks like a lot my auntie. Auntie's I was about to say her name. I look like my auntie, but that's just because she's like a tall. She has a lot of that features, just more feminine, which is obviously the auntie of the family. So different features, and they're all kind of baby face. Like I don't know, Celeste, you've met my brother. You would say he probably has a baby face kind of thing going. You know, he got that babiness in him. Kind of, yeah. He has the dad features, but he's still baby feast. He's still a baby feast boy. Hilda Erickson. Okay, I don't have to do Flocky Hilda Earth. Elias. There's one I do have to do. Elias. Toki daughter. Great grandmother. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Now you are special because you have a little bit of that in you. Toki daughter. Toki daughter. And a little bit of Monica on my side, a little bit of Harika on my hand, a little bit. Okay, that is family. Now, there's a whole other character list. So this is just family. All of this is the main characters, the divinity characters, and family members. I have way more. I have to do the side characters of Zabet. So that means the any interaction that a name is introduced would be a character, or even not even any interaction, a name that has been introduced into the story. So, for example, Hanra, the guard, the Nara's head guard, Satos, the head security, the Queen's guard, Ati, Takot, Yamina, Haji, Pia, Ena, Ata, Ezreta, Haka, Hamas, 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 sorry, Hamas. No, I will erase that. I didn't mean to. I am so tired. Oh my god. People listening to the stream will be like, what's she talking about? Kamas, Mary with us, Moha, Aston, and Kenneth. Kitty. Yeah, like he has a lot of my dad's features, which isn't baby faced. But he does have a lot of mom's features as well, which is kind of baby faced. I feel like once we've round my family face rounds out, they look very baby faced. I think that's just called choppy. And that's the gods, lady in waiting, the kitchen stuff. Because she does go to the kitchen once in a while. I don't know if I should add flashbacks in this. Let me see. Can you add flashbacks in a story? Can you add flashback in a story? Because I feel like flashbacks are a great way to realize characters, um, what you call it, motivation. I kind of wanna. I've got some TikTok save that helps you like write, like discuss motivations and cosmic horror. Cause dude, I want to be a cosmic horror. Like she is just there. They are just there. The creator of all, creator of the universe, this universe. Um, the way I planned it, Steed is basically created a parallel universe. So the Earth exists, but it's parallelogram, parallelly. Acadians, Acadians, Novusian, Novusian, Novusis, Novusis. Oh, that sounds like. I like saying the words because it kind of like. I wanna see how well it flows. Flows. Yeah, I wanna see how well it flows because I feel like it's very important to know that kind of thing. Sorry, fucking flash warning. I'm gonna close you. Yeah, you see how cool these are? Very cool, very pretty. Um, oh, giant woman. Ooh, fades. Oh, that. Pardon me, Jesus, I am very burpy today. Yeah, Narus. Oh, my eye. Okay, hold on. Um, create a character. Who did I want to create? Alright, so name Usman Alama. Okay, I wanna link character. I wanna add characters. I wanna add links. Create a link between Hiranchi, uh, uh, the Hiranchi noble can. Oh. Yeah. You can also. You'll see a lot of. Can I add? No, I can't. Oh. Discard. Can I add not? Can I not add another person? Maybe. I don't know how to. Oh, I can add. Hold on. Wait, no, I can't. Wait. I'm trying to figure out because I wanna link people. I wanna link. I wanna see. I wanna see. Oh my god. Maybe create a link. Character. Wait, no, I'm getting rid of this. I wanna see. I wanna delete. Discord. I don't know how to. I might have to go to Amawa. Discord. Okay. I don't know what I just did. But you know. I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I messed up. I don't know how, but I felt like I did. Hold on. I need to find the mom now. I need to find Haranchi. Oh. Mother. The Haranchi novel clan. Boop, boop, oop, oop, jump skip. Mala. I felt like I messed up and I don't know how to fix it. Noble clan. Oh, by the way, there is kind of a hierarchy in. There's gonna be dark themes. It's for young adults, but there is gonna be dark themes. It might just be between mature to young adult. So be aware. Group members. Amara, Charati, Archie, and Melissa. Species Fae. Honestly. Oh, do I not have Fae? Or Fairy? Well, that was useless. Fairy. Fairy and Sylphis. Sylph. Organized chart. I don't know what that means. You know what? Highest rank, second rank, third rank. Family tree. Oh, hold on. How do I? Yay! I don't know what poetry is. Ooh. Oh. Alright. I want to delete this. Delete. Oh, I can't delete it. Now, zaman family tree. You know what? Tree. Yes. 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 Zaman. This is so fun. This is so fun. Many people who disagree, they be like, this is so long. This is actually so long. But no, it's really fun. You just gotta. Ooh. Ah, see. Mm, mm, Wait, I don't want this. I don't want this either. How do you get a link in? Oh, there we go. We need. We need. Hold on. We need Naira. Mago. Delete. Delete. Oh, there we go. Naira. Oh my god, that looks scary. Whew. Okay, and then okay, since we have Naira, now we need where's the summons? Amara. Amara is older. We need so I could have just created a family tree the entire time, and I didn't realize. We need King Latouf. Latouf. Hold on. My ear is itchy. Itchy ear. Oh, wrong thing. Okay. We need Mama. Mama. Ooh. Okay, Mama's here. Okay, how do I link? Okay, this. Husband. Married. Okay. Color pink. Because, love. Oh, the love. Ooh, 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 ooh. Married. They're married. Save. Oh, they should probably. Oh, that's cute. I like that. As Sadie. Sadie. Sadie, 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 Sadie. SAD. SAD. SED. Oh, wait, no. This, you need to be in the middle. You're a middle child. Be a middle child. Okay. Perspective. Okay. Save. Let me exit. Discard, I don't know. Link this to here. List. Child. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Child one. I should probably put first child. Child one. Child. Child one. Let me do child. Child one. Okay. Oh shoot. What did I do? Child. Child one. Child two. Child. Child three. He had three children. Uh. I felt like this is not right. I feel like I'm doing this one. Hold on. Okay. Mm, mm, okay. They are married. Safe. Okay. They have three children. Both of you have three children. I don't know how to multi-select. Copy on, select all. Uh, actually don't know how to change this into. You know what? I'm tired. Family tree is hard. This is hard. I'm going. I'm going away from this. It's hurting my brain. I don't want to think of this. They're married. They have children. They have three children, in fact. Three children is. Oh my god, where did the pens go? Okay. Sorry, my brain was like. Okay. Okay, goose. Okay, so there's the main cast. There's a man family, the Horanchi family, the divinities, so the goddess and gods. Um, there is Lema, the Lemus, the Lemus, the Lemus, the Lemus. Sorry, that's weird. Lema, Lema, Lamanella. Then Paradi, parada, paradi, Samuel Rose. Oh, thank you. Uh, Benicio, Kaiki. Hold on. Donato, Emilio, Paiva, and Rosa. Uh, hey, they have a mixture of speeches. Okay. Save this. Yeah. They have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, six, seven. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Please do not disown me. It's just in my brain now. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this life. Um, I'm making another group. Da 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 dolls. The dolls. The da the dal. The dale. The do. The dee. Okay. I'm making another bunch of noise. Um I'm just making the families. I'm making the family. Oh, that's not making the family. Pardon me. Pardon me. Eileen. Eileen. Alma. I need to find Alma. Almost there. Samuel. Where's Samuel? S. And Order in the court. There we go. And finally, let's save that. Hold on. One more. No, two more. Ask you. Who is Emily? Or twice the love of loving. Twice the loving. Oh, because he's adopted in like two families. He has alive parents and adoptive parents. I feel like that deserves the twice of loving. Alex, Hilda, Isaac, Leah. Beep, bap, beep, bap, boop. Benencio, Bruno. Donatello, save, and then save. Family heritage. I think after this, I might just end stream, just cause my brain is. You can tell my brain is getting tired. Oh wait, did I create a new one? Box 7. Family heritage. And members. Isaac. Hilda, Herix, Floki. Did I put in Floki last time? Askel. I might not have. we go. Yeah. I did not add Floki. Hold on. Floki. Floki. Beyond Sun. And ask because he's part of the family. He's part of the family. Okay, save. I think my tired brain has decided enough of being tired. You will probably I won't be going to bed right now. I have another stream that I promised to collab with, but I won't be streaming then. You probably just have to watch the person that that's collabing that is that is I don't know how to say, but that's making collabs or whatever. The Twitch I believe is called Jaypa. So it's JayPaa. So if you wanna check them out, you can. The people who are still here, I think I'm gonna wait somebody. Oh, hello, hello, new person. You joined at an unfortunate time of which I am ending stream. I just checked myself to see if there's anybody new here. I know somebody left, so there was only one person, and then I check again, and there's two people here, and it's a new person. So, welcome. um, I do often just like check who's here, not meaning to do any of that, but it's just